basketball tournament by more than 20 points. Bulls easily got past Pan American International Insurance Warrens, while the Wildcats brushed aside Orange 3 Future Pinelands. CBC's Damon Best reports.
First of a doubleheader, Future Pinelands in blue versus YMCA Wildcats. Turnaround jumper from Zachary Cave, smooth. In fact, the big fella scored the first 8 points for his team, had 20 in the contest. That one compliments the rim. Wildcats switched on from the jump, outscoring Pinelands in the first quarter, 23-7. Well, after a pep talk, slight improvement from Pinelands in the second, adding 14. But by that time, the Wildcats had cleared the coast and cruising at the break. Joel Hunt from deep, sugar, 3 of his 19. The scoreline at halftime, Wildcats 49, Pinelands 21. Joshua Lowe to the hole, sweet. Second half business, more of the good stuff from the men in black. Digimon Moore, bang, 3. Pinelands go-to man throughout was Kassarian Adams, drive with the left hand, 2 of his team high 20. Carlos Greenidge, the only other player in double figures with 14. But the Wildcats just had too much gas in the tank. Nikolai Burton, the hot hands, game high, 24 points. Theo Greenidge chipped in with 12. The Wildcats ruthless, defeating Pinelands 90-67. Return to sender. Second game, Clapham Bulls in orange taking on Warren Sports Club. Brandon Hope left alone on the perimeter. Money. Warren's down by 11 after one quarter, but trying to find a rhythm. That will certainly help. 3 from downtown. Then Hope says, like my status as well. Team high 24 points. First of 2 from beyond the arc. But the Bulls opened up a 14-point cushion. Head into the break. 46-32. Second half, fast break opportunity off the turnover. Easy bucket. Warrens with work to do. Jonathan Doughton offensive board. The flush. Finished with 16 points. But the Bulls were having a field day. Andrew Eiffel among 4 players in double figures. His contribution, 12. Clapham Bulls with the demolition job on Warren Sports Club. 81-60. Damien Best, CBC Sports.
Thanks, Damien. Well, the Bulls and Wildcats will play the final. That's on Sunday at the Community College Gym at 6 p.m. while the Pinelands and Warrens will play the third place playoff. That begins at 4. Well, another Olympian returned home this afternoon from the Rio Olympic Games. Swimmer Lani Cabrera, who finished 6th in the first heat of the women's 400-meter freestyle, was greeted by her father at the Grantley Adams International Airport. She told CBC Sports that it was a pleasure representing her country.
It was such a great experience. I didn't perform like I wanted to, but the experience as a whole was amazing. In my first Olympics, I learned so much from different people, from the whole games in general. It was an incredible opportunity. I'm pretty sure everyone was just as excited as I was. You know, it meant so much for us to be able to do this for Barbados, you know, to go out there, show our colors, represent Barbados as best as we could.
And Cabrera is taking a short break before her next international meet.
For me, it's just taking it 1 year at a time now. I'm taking this next couple month or 2 off just to kind of regroup, you know, spend some time with my family. I've been away at college, so I plan to be in Barbados with my family for a bit and take it 1 year at a time. I definitely see myself at Commonwealth Games in Australia, so that's the next big major thing. And from there, hopefully Tokyo. So 1 year kind of at a time, and we'll see how it all goes.
The West Indies Test team only have a 5-week break before they face the #1 side in the world. The Windies are slated to play Pakistan in October in the UAE, following the 2-0 series defeat to former world #1 India earlier this week. CBC's Damien Best takes a look at the areas of concern for the regional side.
2-0 on paper doesn't look as bad as 4-0 series whitewash. India's test team, as expected, came to the Caribbean and dominated the West Indies with both bat and ball. The fact is that the rain in the second and fourth tests was perhaps a blessing in disguise. The positives for the Windies were that the younger players made their mark on the big stage. Credit must be given to new chairman of selectors Courtney Brown for being bold enough to make the changes. Middle order batsman Roston Chase in his first test series scoring an unbeaten 137 and taking 5 wickets to ensure the Windies draw the second test in Jamaica. Then there was Shane Dorrich replacing Dennis Ramden in the side and looking more confident with each match averaging 33 in the series. Going by the numbers, Chase, Dorrich and opener Craig Bathwaite were the leading run scorers in what was an overall meek batting performance. They combined for 558 runs in the shortened series. Bathwaite topped the list for the Windies with 200 runs, but that was in contrast to what the seniors were able to produce. Marlon Samuels, as the most experienced player in the squad, had a high score of just 50 in 7 innings, and Darren Bravo 59. The bowling department had its challenges in the first 2 tests. Skipper Jason Holt and Carlos Bathwaite couldn't buy a wicket. The change to include pacer Azari Joseph in the crucial 3rd test in St. Lucia, I must admit, got me excited. Watching the 19-year-old along with Miguel Cummins and Shannon Gabriel shake up the Indians in the first innings brought back memories of the early 80s. Cummins in particular fed off the energy of Joseph and he grew in confidence, ending the series with 9 wickets. Now the West Indies are scheduled to face world number 1 Pakistan in the United Arab Emirates, which presents another challenge to see if that form can be replicated overseas. With regards to the batting, the selectors have a few questions to answer. Is Leon Johnson the right man to partner Craig Bathwaite? Is Jermaine Blackwood test material? And where does young Shea Hope fit into the team? All the best to you, Mr. Brown and the panel. You have a task on your hands. Damien Best, CBC Sports.
West Indies T20 captain Carlos Brathwaite, who will be leading the world's number 1 side against the Indians in the 2-game test series, this is in Florida this weekend, says that his ambition is still to play all 3 versions of cricket for the Windies. Brathwaite is the newly appointed T20 skipper. He was dropped from the test lineup during the just concluded series against India. The all-rounder says that his goal is to help the regional side get back to the top of cricket in all formats.
I want to be best that I can be. I want to make myself available for all 3 formats for West Indies. Another one of my goals that I obviously haven't been able to fulfill as yet is to get West Indies right back to the top in all 3 formats. Again, a bit old, so I don't know if I may be able to see us back to the top in Test cricket as yet. But just improvement and progression. I think we've started to improve. I want to be a bigger part of that improvement and progression as well. Being dropped, I got a clear message from the selectors why it was dropped as well. I wouldn't say I wasn't a little disappointed, I was, but it's a chance for me now to go forward, get a bit stronger, get a bit better as well. And when I get that chance again, whenever it may be, it's up to me to take that chance and become a better player all around.
The 33rd edition of the Sagicor Barbados Golf Open comes off this weekend. Men's, women's, senior men's and super senior men's categories will take to the greens of Royal Westmoreland, Apes Hill and the Barbados Golf Course over 3 days. Barbados Golf Association President Trevor Tasker believed that it is one of the premier tournaments in the region.
Our Open continues to attract golfers from across the Caribbean, and this year we will also have players from Canada, USA and UK. Additionally, we will have our top players participating, and it will make for a very exciting tournament. Last year's 2 top winners, Carson Leacock and Lisa Munn Blakely, will be back to defend their trophies, and they can expect some very stiff competition. James Johnson is ready to return after missing last year's tournament, and from our local pool, we will see all of the players who participated in the recently held Caribbean Amateur Golf Championships teeing it off, and that is mandatory.
Title sponsor Sagicor added that it was a very special year for them.
This year's tournament comes at a time when Sagicor continues to celebrate a most significant milestone. 175 years of dedicated service to communities and people across the Caribbean. Our group continues its work to enhance the lives of people within the communities we serve. And this partnership is just one of many initiatives we align ourselves with regionally to benefit many constituents we have.
The dates for the Barbados Open are August the 26th to the 28th. Well, that's a look at sports, the business. That's next.
Savings on back-to-school items. Shop at Sewing World.